and gentlemen, boys and girls, how y'all doing on this Friday evening? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I am here live for my live review of this week's episode of NXT. Oh, geez, I didn't realize how awkward this background looks now with, Finn Balor over there now and whatnot, but it's no big deal. This week's episode of NXT, here my live review. I'm going to do this, then go watch SmackDown, review that afterwards, and then also prepare for the big stream tomorrow night. But of course, before we get started, even though I already posted a video about it, and won't shut up about it on Twitter, I gotta talk about it again. Freaking show up from home from work, and my friend sent in the mail autographed photos of Deonna Purrazzo, and one of them wishing me a happy birthday. Because my birthday is this coming Tuesday, but dang, I love these. Again, if you want to get my full thoughts on it, check it out in the in the video that I posted before this stream. But again, dang, I gotta say again, just loved it. Thank you again, Deonna. And of course, thank you to my friend Joe as well for pulling that off. I still don't know how he did it. Dang, I can't stop looking at these. Anyways, so of course we're on limited time here, so I want to get downstairs for NXT. I'm sorry, for SmackDown. Anyways, okay. We are live to review this episode of NXT from the September 16th, 2020 edition of NXT. Can I talk about Deonna? Nope. Sorry. Let me breathe. Talk about NXT. Deonna was in NXT. Now she's moved on to Impact, doing great things there. But okay, enough about Deonna. This week's episode of NXT, I thought it was a fun episode. Really only one thing I didn't really like about this episode, which we'll get to that, of course, in a little bit. But I thought this was a fun episode. Last week's episode, again, of course, was known for, of course, the opening match where Finn Balor became NXT champion, and that steel cage match with Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Martinez. Everything else just felt like flat and whatnot. And made me realize again that NXT again is just not as good as it used to be. But there's still life to NXT, as I always keep saying. There's still life. It's just it's lacking from the bigger crowd it used to have. But I thought this week's episode was a nice bounce back. It was fun. I personally kind of enjoyed this a little bit more than Dynamite this week. But like I said, I feel like I didn't get to enjoy Dynamite as much because I was busy. I was distracted by other things. But I still felt that show was a little too focused on the lower card feuds. But again, so was this one kind of too. I just found this show a little bit more fun than Dynamite. But it was still good. A couple little dips. But still a good show from NXT this week. Live chat. Tyler, what's up? He got the WWE 2K Battlegrounds game. Nice. Hope you enjoy it, my friend. Let's talk about NXT again, because I want to get downstairs and watch SmackDown for sure and review that tonight. Because again, if you didn't hear my announcement at the end of my Raw review, I'm doing a top 10 special on Saturday. Which again, I will talk about that again at the end of my SmackDown review tonight. I'll do that then. Anyways, so we opened up this show with a non-title match between the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai and Shotzi Blackheart. First off, it was nice to see Shotzi Blackheart make her entrance without running over Robert Stone's leg. Jeez, oh man, again, that just got so annoying. Anyways, so she comes out, has this match with Io, non-title, really good match. Definitely gotta say it's Shotzi's best match so far. And it's been obvious ever since she eliminated Shayna Baszler in that number one contenders battle royale at the beginning of the year, I think it was, or no, sooner than that. It happened sooner than that. Yeah, it happened sooner than that, I believe. It was obvious that again they obviously were pretty high on Shotzi Blackheart, and again maybe she was kind of pushed a little too quickly, but I still can't deny she is talented. And I thought this was like her star-making performance match. I thought her and Io worked very well together. She came up short. Io won, but it's okay. Afterwards, they shook hands. Just put each other over pretty much. Obviously, again, it'd be a match that I wouldn't mind seeing for the title someday. I thought it was good. I know a lot of people definitely enjoyed it. Again, it was definitely, to me, probably the match of the night, I gotta say, on this show. After this, it was announced that we are getting another NXT TakeOver on October 4th, kind of quick for a takeover. It's going to be NXT Takeover 31. And kind of quick for a takeover. I'm not expecting much from it, but we'll see what happens with it. So we're going to be getting a number one contenders battle royale for the women's number one contenders for the women's championship. Next week it was announced, and we're also going to be getting a I'll explain that in the next one for the number one contendership for the NXT championship later on in the show. Then we have Tommaso Ciampa. We first get a video package of what he did to Jake Atlas the other week when he first returned to NXT after some time off. He then squashes Desmond Troy, defeating him with the Willow's Bell. As he gets into a chair to sit down, Jake Atlas came out and asked if Ciampa remembers him. He could run out there and attack him, but he's not a coward. He wants a match, and Ciampa smiles and looks like acceptance, kind of like sadistic Sicilian psychopath Tommaso Ciampa's back. And again, give him a direction, and we'll see where it goes. Again, I'm loving it. Again, I was fine with Ciampa as a babyface, but there's no doubt about it, he's at his best as a heel for sure. He is literally, he's strong as a face, but he's just, the sky's the limit for him as a heel. And I just can't wait to see what he does in back to his. I still think he's even more entertaining as a heel. So we'll see where that goes. Okay. Here's a couple of things I wasn't a big fan of this show. We see Drake Maverick come to the building, confident that him and Killian Dane are going to be on the same page in a tag match with the Undisputed Era, even though he hasn't heard from him all week. We have a video package also with Finn Balor talking about Adam Cole. He puts him over, but he says that he is the best. Questions keep coming. How is it being champion 4 years apart? Last time he was building the brand. Now the brand needs him. Kind of true. His wearing the belt means he's the most important champion in the business, and even as they show pictures of Roman, Drew, and Walter, he says guys need to fight to face him. Line up. Of course, with them teasing Walter, does that mean again that we're going to be, well, of course they show all the other champions. I'm thinking, does that mean we're still going to see Finn Balor and Walter at TakeOver Dublin if they still have that? Gotta check out NXT UK sometime soon and see where we're going with that show. But again, like I said, those reviews are going to happen like not every week, like so many at a time, pretty much in one review. I gotta say for that, because I'm still interested in the UK brand for sure. We have Austin Theory come out proclaiming himself a first ballot Hall of Famer. His loss to Bronson last year was a fluke, but he's going to prove himself issuing an open challenge, which was Kushida, who pretty much, of course, came out with a little bit of a stronger attitude because he's in the mood after what happened with Velveteen Dream recently. He basically squashes Austin Theory, and I wasn't a fan of this. Like, again, Austin Theory, he needs wins. Like, again, they called him up to the main roster just to replace Andrade in that tag title match at WrestleMania, and they just didn't really make him look good at all. So the fact that he's still not really doing much in NXT, I'm just like, come on, like, get him going, please. Like, it's not fair to him, pretty much. So Kushida won, and he won't let go of the hold after the bell. Referee forced him to let go. And obviously, again, like I said, he's in the mood, and he wants to get his hands on Velveteen Dream. I guess we're doing that match at the next TakeOver. Alright, whatever, I don't know. Again, I'm not siding with whether Velveteen Dream's innocent or guilty. Like I said, I just still think he's back too early right now, and it still causes some backlash. So, I'm a little shady about it, of course, but you know. Then we have a segment with the Garganos. Candice is upset that Tegan Knox was ungrateful and just doesn't get their way. Johnny's mad that his TV was busted, so he's gonna be sending Tegan the expensive bill for the new TV. And Candice looks forward to next week's Number One Contenders Battle Royale, and Johnny mocks the guys in the North American Championship match. So what, is Johnny gonna get another North American Championship shot and lose? Again, like I'm just continuing to say that I'm just slowly losing more and more interest in it, in this heel run for Johnny Gargano again. It's not working for me. It's not is not hitting all cylinders. Yes, he's putting people over, but he's not doing much for himself in the progress. Still, I see. It's just because he's getting the same exact results as a heel as a face. Again, yes, he wins matches. He wins on great matches. He deserves more than just a brief title run. Again, just please. Something's still off with this. I still just don't feel it for Johnny. Breezango and Imperium had a fun tag title match in the rematch for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Breezango win. I don't know who we're going to face next, though, because the tag team division is pretty much dead in NXT. So we'll see there. Jesse Camilla and Xia Li up to take on Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. A fun match. Also put over Casey and Caden, as of course they're bringing their real life friendship into onto TV, which I think works for me for sure as a tag team. Hey, again, if you want to put the tag belts on them, forgive someone by an NXT run of the women's tag titles, by all means, go for it. Casey and Caden, definitely great athletes for sure. Of course, in the live chat, I'm not doing 10. I'll talk about my top 10 later on, and what I'm going to do about that going forward. I do have a topic in mind for this Saturday. Looks like they're teasing a Xia Li heel turn. It looked like, because after this match, whenever the winners go to fist bump, Jessie Camilla accepts it, but then Xia Li was not having any of it, and she walked away. So I'm not sure where they're going with that. Drake Maverick. Well, first, before we get to this, Tegan Knox cuts a promo from a webcam talking about how Candice has changed. Candice wouldn't sit around and listen to her husband whine about a $200 TV that she broke, just so he can watch himself lose on it, which is true. It boils down that Candice wants a lackey, and while Tegan just wants her friend back. But that's okay, next week she's going to win the Battle Royale, and she can't wait to see the look on Johnny's face when it happens. She also warns Io that when she gets her rematch, because she had a shot for the Women's Championship not too long ago, that she's not going to come up short. Again, show a little more of like a serious side from Tegan. Find it interesting for sure. And of course, this rivalry with her and Candice has become pretty personal. So we'll see where that goes. Again, Killian Dane and Drake Maverick were taking on the Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish. First off, again, the stuff with Drake Maverick and Killian Dane, I'm not digging it. It's corny. The other problem I'm having too is what the heck is going on with the Undisputed Era? Roddy and Bobby. Remember, the one who Matt Riddle is still asking, how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? They're both still acting like heels. Yet Kyle O'Reilly is acting like a babyface. And so is Adam Cole. Where's the continuity here? Like Undisputed Era shouldn't be a team they're just randomly set in their separate ways. Some being babyface, some being heels. Like that. That's not how it should work. So I don't get that. And then they have the match, and then they have the match, and again, Killian Dane doesn't come out, and then he finally does. Whenever one of the officials Regal backstage tells him to go out and help him, and he does, and then Strong and Fish start calling Dane fat, and that's what set him off. But after the match was over, because the match ended in disqualification, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like this is stupid. I'm sorry, it is. And afterwards, Matt was like, yay, we're friends, but he punched him in the face like, no, we're not, screw it. But then we have a backstage segment. The show ended pretty good. Backstage, we have Jake Atlas leaving as he gets interviewed, asking what he's thinking about his match with Ciampa. But before he can talk, Ciampa attacks. Some people will try to separate them, but then Kyle O'Reilly again breaks it up, and basically saying, that's enough, man. What are you doing? It's like, again, aren't you supposed to be a heel? Like, again, this doesn't make any sense. So we're probably going to get a match with Ciampa and O'Reilly soon. Probably we're going to be seeing a rematch between Ciampa and Atlas next week, which should be good. But then we're going to have also next week, besides a No More Contenders Battle Royale, we're going to have a a gauntlet eliminator match. 5 men's going to compete to start, with others entering at 4-minute intervals. So kind of like a tiny Royal Rumble. Instead of, eliminating next person comes out, next person comes out, during the match. So something different. I look forward to seeing who's in it. So far we know it's going to be Kushida and Cameron Grimes. As of now, we're going to be seeing in a number of contenders, gauntlet eliminators. So we'll see who else gets involved in that. And then we have our main event. It's for the NXT North American Championship. Damian Priest and Timothy Thatcher. I'll probably do it later, but I do feel this is the match that made me feel more so Damian Priest being a babyface. I think he's a babyface now for sure. He got a good reaction from the crowd, even if it's micromanaged a little bit. Still, I still think obviously he's meant to be a babyface right now. Let's see. And Timothy Thatcher again, who I do like his simple, little gimmick to him behind him, being, the submission specialist. Who thinks his way is the best, style to wrestle. I think it works pretty good. Again, he worked on the arms well of Damian Priest, including his right arm as well, which affected him with trying to hit the Reckoning finisher, as Priest calls it. But that was a good title defense, and Priest got the win. So he wins, retains the championship. Don't know. I'm guessing they're still teasing that he's going to be fighting Gargano at the next takeover, which Gargano's probably going to lose again. And again, it's just not the gimmick Johnny Gargano should be playing right now. Gosh. It is what it is. It's whatever. But guys, let's go do it for this week's episode of NXT. Think about it a little more. Give this a B-. I was going to give it a B, but again, that stuff with Johnny and the stuff with I don't know, the stuff with the Undisputed Era is just making no sense right now. Again, I'll give this a B-. A B- for the show. Check the live chat, and then I gotta go downstairs and get ready to watch SmackDown. We see here, AJ needs to be a face to take on Roman. Yes. Melina resigned. Yes. Intrigued to see what happens with that. And they have way too many people they're not doing anything with already. Exactly. That's the other thing too. They have no. Again, the reason why NXT also suffered because there's no direction for many people right now, which is a shame because usually they did, but. The other problem is, like I say, there's a lot of guys who are still sticking around that, yes, even though, once again, shoot, what was I going with this? Even though there's some guys who are staying in NXT that we don't want to see go to the main roster, they're running out of things to do on the Black and Gold brand as well. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation on both ends, so who knows? But that's going to do it, guys. Again, I'm going to give NXT a B- this weekend. I'm sorry I'm kind of cutting this off quick, but I want to get downstairs and watch SmackDown. I'll do my live review for that later on. So, guys, what are your thoughts on NXT this week? And also, once again, thank you, Deanna. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBonnie3, and I'll see you guys in a couple hours for my SmackDown live review. So, until then, guys, have a good night. Enjoy SmackDown. See you all soon. Peace out, everybody.